to SandersAquatics.
That's right, so we forgot our mics, so we got to talk really loud today.
Really loud.
That's right, but we're at our favorite place in all of Gatlinburg. That's right, check it out. Ripleys Aquarium. We're here at Gatlinburg, got the whole family. Alicia's behind the camera there. Got Greg, he's
got
wanting to be camera shy.
brother
Can't
over
be
there.
camera shy no more. We're gonna check it out. Come on, guys. All right, check this tank out right here. Big old monsters in here. And look at this. Somehow there's a whole bunch of babies in there surviving and thriving. We're good parents, keeping everybody away. Man, that's awesome. Uh-oh. And here's a piranhas. Yeah, look out, look out. They're going to get you. Man, these guys are cool, aren't they? Big old electric eel. This guy is actually, Ohio Fish and Rescue had one where they lit up a sign on there. They should have done that in this place too. It would have been cool. Big old fat honking axolotls. Look at them. Cool little guys, aren't they? Just hanging out, living their best life. And now we come on up here, and I have no patience, but I got to sit there and wait for people to move out of my way so I can get to the next tank. Come on, folks, it's a cool one. That's right. Big, look at this thing. Man, this tank is cool. Big cylinder tank. If you guys haven't been here, you got to come check this out. Look at the teeth on this thing. Boy, he'd take your fingers off quick, wouldn't he? Stick your hands in there. See what he does. Yep. And a little surgeon fish there. Wonder how they don't get eaten. I don't know enough about saltwater. Evidently. And look at these. I don't even know what the name of these guys are. I go through, look, they swim with their mouth open. I guess they swim against the current, like sucking little small microorganisms or whatnot, but they just swim with their mouth open. Have to do some looking into those. Big old shark tank. I think every aquarium's got one of these with a little walk-through tube. Be awesome to go through, set this up as like a big, humongous, like community freshwater setup there. Angelfish and gouramis, and it's like a big natural environment. I'm gonna put some guppies and stuff in there for them to snack on, and shrimp. Man, that'd be cool. Just like thousands and thousands of little fish in a humongous monster tank. I'd sit there for hours. I'd probably never leave. Big old Mbuna tank. Got your big old stingray down there. There's actually a whole bunch of babies down there in those small rocks. We didn't get a real good video of them, but there's a whole bunch of them. It's wild that they're able to go through and breed and just thrive like that. And then, of course, your monster fish. Look at these things. Big old pacus. Arapaima. I mean, that arapaima is probably 6 foot long. It's insane. Pacu is bigger than my head. Nuts, isn't it? Look at that big old fat red-tailed cat. Next time you think about getting one of them from the pet store, know what you're getting into. That boy's probably 3 foot long. Stingray. Look at the size of this guy. It's huge. Give him a little pat. A little love tap right there. And my beautiful wife taking us on to the next area. This tank's actually pretty neat here. Once again, I have no patience. Hurry up, people. Time to move out of the way. That whole tank over there was filled up with seahorses. All kinds of seahorses in here. It's insane how many were in there. They won Father of the Year, if I remember right, Jerry Springer style. Carrying the babies, having them out. Look at all the seahorses attached, hooked onto everything in there. My hands down favorite tank in this whole place. I could sit in this room for hours and hours and hours. And just a big, massive community saltwater tank. It's insane how many fish they have here. They do like a mermaid show in here. It's actually like we sat and watched that show. That all like the little girls and stuff were in there. They're like, it's Ariel, it's Ariel. And they had the girls swimming around like blowing kisses underwater. Man, this tank is so cool. Talk about just peace and tranquility, just sitting there watching this. Man, that'd be so neat. I don't know what that guy was. I'm going to have to learn some more on saltwater. I've had a couple saltwater tanks, but not enough to know what all these guys are. Oh, there's another side view of it. This is, man, that's cool. Could you stay in there? Just sit in that room? Boy, win a lottery and set something like that up. This is right before the mermaid show took place in there. Look, you see the little fins in there? Yeah, they come down and start splashing water and blowing kisses. It's actually pretty neat. It's awesome for the kids. You got kids that like the Little Mermaid. They'll get a good kick out of that. But this tank is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Maybe one day we'll set something up like that. Here they come. I think they're coming down in the water for the kids. These little girls that were down in front, they thought this was the greatest thing ever. Of course, Little Mermaid's a big movie right now, so they come out waving at the kids and blowing kisses. Look at that. It's kind of cool, really. I couldn't imagine what it takes for these girls to go through, like, the lung capacity they do. It's insane. It's cool, though. It's awesome they do stuff like this for kids. It'd be neat. And maybe we'll have to look into it next time we come down here. Maybe they have some educational stuff where you get to go in the back and see, like, filtrations and things. It'd make my day. My poor family would be bored out of their mind. But how they have this thing set up and what they do and how they do, man, that would be so cool to see. Be a lot of sponge filters in there. Got your big old sharks here. They're just elegant little killing machines, aren't they? These guys are crazy. So cool. I need a shark tank in my life. There's our feet. There you are. They're in there. It's kind of wild to see. These guys were going through and actually cleaning the glass, and they got people guarding them from the sharks. But I was talking to a lady that works there, and she said they don't really worry about the sharks. The thing they're worried about more than anything is the sea turtle. If anything in there is likely to bite somebody, it's going to be the sea turtle. So they're just curious and come up at them and nip them and bite them. And kind of cool, really. Look at that guy. Man, he's cool, isn't he? Of course, you get to see him like swim right over top of your head. And divers in their garden. Somebody cleaning the glass. That's cool. It's a lot of maintenance on that tank. You ever ask yourself how they feed all these fish? Do they really create an environment where they're breeding and they have constant food supply? Or they have to find a way to feed these thousands and thousands of fish? Would you get in there with them sharks? I would. I think it'd be cool. I would want to go over and pet them. Give a big old hug. Man, that's cool. This big boy gonna come right over top of the glass. Like a big stingray sucker mouth there. Look at them. Man, they're neat. Yeah. Just graceful guys there. And a big old sea turtle. I think it's the only one they have in there. But you hear the workers talk about him. He's kind of a butthead. They do a little tour where they take the boat out across the top there. They got a little glass bottom boat right there. You can pay to go through out on the glass bottom boat out there and see below you. Place is awesome. Imagine a tank like that just filled with thousands and thousands of little community fish. No big predators in there, just angels and gouramis and cory cats and plecos and all those, just thousands of things. Alright, so it's the next morning after that aquarium. Man, is that a cool aquarium. I really only ever been to 2 aquariums, so it's probably my favorite. I've been to that one in Newport. Newport's a really good aquarium too. On my bucket list is going to be to go visit as many as I possibly can. But man, that's awesome. If you guys have questions or anything, you want to get out there and check it out, we'll be glad to give you whatever tips we have. But Gatlinburg's a lot of fun. We're back at the hotel next morning. Kids are still crashed because we ran around and tried to have a good time all day yesterday when we were warm out. As always, we appreciate you guys. Thanks again for watching Sanders Aquatics.